People, when a man ejaculates, between 15 to 200 million sperms is released. And let me say this to you people. If you're watching this, you're the one who won that race with all of those millions of sperm. So on the microscopic level, you are a natural winner. That's why God says, before he born, he knew you.
Which doll is the black doll? And which one is the white doll?
That one.
Which doll is the pretty doll? Which doll is the nice doll? Which doll is the bad doll? Which doll is the nice doll? And which doll is the bad doll? And why is that doll pretty?
Because she's white and he has 2 eyes.
Which doll is the ugly doll? Why is that doll ugly?
Because he's black.
Self-hatred is the worst disease. Self-hatred is the worst cancer. Self-hatred is the most destructive thing that anybody can actually. Because if you say you hate yourself, you hate God.
What is it about the black man that has him so addicted to any other woman except his own? And it is the psychology of self-hatred.
Junelle, Bromfield, and Noah Lyles. Manners, respect, and congratulations to both of you engagement. Junelle, the country girl, you grew up in George's Valley, St. Elizabeth. I spent most of my childhood, close around Braze River, where I used to catch fish, shoot birds, and pick mangoes. Junelle, you and me, we both grew up poor. But the thing I love about you, you had an ambitious mother who showed you love. I had the same. And basically, them say, make blood out of stone. So she sacrificed and made it possible for you to be where you are today. Kudos and respect to both of you of being now an engaged couple. You see me? Yeah.
You are breathtaking. I did not know a woman could be so beautiful.
Junelle, my sister, I watched you on Sim Soul session and I realized that you grew up with a single mother who had 8 of you. I also grew up with a single mother who had 7 of us. It wasn't easy, it was hard. As I listen to your story, it reminds me of my story. You lost your mother in 2021. I lost my mother, same place in St. Elizabeth, in 2020. It was hard. The sad thing is, Junelle, you could have visited maybe your mother during those tough times during COVID. My mother passed and I couldn't go.
Hallelujah. Show glory.
Junelle, what a lot of people don't know, that the struggle is real. When I listen to you, you had to eat oatmeal, put some water to it. But also growing up with a single mother and growing up disenfranchised in St. Elizabeth. It was good. It taught me how to be creative, how to overcome the obstacles. Junelle, I had to steal them mangoes, oranges, ackee. But people, I didn't break in anybody's kitchen, so don't call me no broke kitchen. I never did that. Yeah, conversion is good for the soul, so I had to do some of those. As kids growing up, you're poor. We never had welfare or government food stamps. We never had none of those. In Jamaica, if you don't have it, you just don't have it. It's either your farm or somebody gives something to you, but we don't have it. And this is why sometimes you have to burn out them politicians there, Because here's an island with 2.8 million people. Here is an island where a small group controls most of the wealth. And yet, there's so much suffering and crime. And that is why, Junelle, I respect the fact that you came out of your comfort zone. You had to step out and make it happen because you know that ain't nobody gonna give us something. I had to step out, and that is why they say in life, comfort is the enemy to success. So if you don't come out of your comfort zone, you will become a victim of your environment, and you don't want that. But what I realized that even though we grew up poor, we were being shaped and molded into becoming something better because of the same life. It's never where you're coming from, it's where you're going. It's not what's on you, it's what's in you. It's not what you drive, it's what drives you. You see me? So Junelle, the struggle was real, but as they say in military terms, the fire crucible is where real heroes are born. You see me?
Yo, that's how it done. That's how it done. That's how it done.
Noah Lyles, my brother. Let me tip my hat off to you and make me name back some of my words then. Because Noah Lyles, I am biased. Honestly, Noah Lyles, I wanted my brother Kishane Thompson to win the 100 meter. It's true. I'm not gonna mince words. I was rooting for Kishane Thompson to win. I also burn you out. Because guess what, Noah Lyles? You are the showman. I know without a doubt psychology plays a lot in the sports, and I know you psych them out. But what I admire about you, Noah Lyles, is that when the race started, my brother, and you were actually at the last, you came back and won by your heel. That is what you call an overcomer. You see me? And I admire that. However, my brother, there's something I admire about you even more. In the heights of your accomplishment, you've reached the pinnacle of what you call greatness. But Noah Lyles, my brother, what I admire about you the most, you didn't allow the mentally enslaved mind of many of us to dictate your actions. You didn't allow the media social construct of beauty to decide who you date. You didn't allow all of that kind of popular saying that if you don't put on the hair and the nails and lighten the skin, you're not beautiful. You stay true to yourself, my brother. I admire because of that, Noah Lyles. Because guess what now? Junelle, she's not the quintessential trophy wife. She's not. She's an African queen. She can't get more darker than what she is. And what happened is that, Noah Lyles, you didn't step out and walk out, and because you accomplished success now, you just park her at the side. You didn't do that, my brother. Respect, manners to you, Noah Lyles. You, my brother, you're a true ambassador. You didn't allow the mental enslavement to dictate your decision. You didn't allow the colonial mindset to dictate who you choose to marry. You didn't allow the social construct of what beauty is, that white is beautiful and light is better and dark is worse. You stay true, Noah Lyles. And to me, brother, me say enough respect to that. Enough respect, because you have shown the world in the 21st century that we do not have to fit in a socially construct paradigm. You step out and you gave black girls and black boys confidence to know that they can be comfortable in their own skin. So as Busy Signal say, happy engagement, my friend. One leg up and them. Give thanks to life for everything nice. Next year you go bling out again. Juliet, you do the thing, girl. Trust me. You do the thing. You show the world that, hey, a true African princess can marry a millionaire sports icon. You see me? And that is big respect. Kudos to you, Noah Lyles. You do the thing again. You see me? So Noah Lyles, yes, I burned you out on my last video because I wanted Kishane Thompson to win. However, Noah Lyles, You've proven to me that most of the winnings doesn't have to be on the track. The greatest winning is in the mind and how you relate to people. However, Noah Lyles, the other reason why I bone you out, Juliet, let him know what I mean by bone you out. I criticized you at the Olympics, Noah Lyles. Because I believe you could have won a 200 meter in a Noah Lyles. But you came out and dispelled so much energy trying to psych them out. And you lost in the final. However, Lesser Tobago, I'm glad you win because Botswana got a hero. So nonetheless, it was a win-win for everybody. However, Noah Lyles, the reason why I'm burning you out, brother, you're young. And over the years, I've watched many athletes made it and they failed financially. So because of that, when you were going on with the whole showmanship, I think it was excessive, not to miss you. However, what happened? If I am seated and say, hey, that's a little bit too much, now I lie. Sponsors are seeing the same thing too. And at the end of the day, it's a business, my brother. So from my point of view, maybe I'm wrong. I believe if you just blow kisses and wave to the gallery and cut down some of the antics, my brother, you'd make a whole lot more money. And when you make that money, my brother, what you would do, you just invest it. Buy profitable franchises. Buy lots of condominiums. Don't buy the mansion. Forget the mansion mindset, guys. Forget the mansion mindset. That's our whole system of trying to show your wealth. It is static. It is dead weight. The only thing you'll focus on when you buy a mansion is that the value go up. But when you have multiple properties and condominiums, Airbnb money flowing, yes, have a nice house, but don't go overboard. Build your financial system based on owning multiple properties that can generate passive income for you, while in the meantime, the value of the property is going up. And don't buy built properties. Buy pre-construction and good locations. So at least when you buy them on paper, you buy them at a lower value. And over time, as you age, the value will go exponentially and you'll make more money. You see me? Yeah. Noah Lyles and Juliet Bromfield. You guys are now engaged. I believe you guys make a great couple. Because both of you are overcomers. Noah, you suffered with asthma. You suffered with ADD. You had so many health issues as a young kid growing up, but you had a dream, as you told your mother, that you just want to run. So early in your childhood, although you suffered from those illnesses, you didn't allow them to dictate who you are. Juliet Bromfield, we grew up in the same parish, St. Elizabeth. And at 8 years old, sister, you say you want to become an Olympian. As a man thinketh, so is he. When you dream, dream big, because small dreams have no magic. And the steps of the righteous are ordered by the Almighty. And this is why I admire you so much, sister, because you stepped out of your comfort zone. You stepped out of your environment and you believed that you can accomplish great things. And look where God has guided. All the naysayers, all the doubters, all the bad mind them are now eating their words. As Usain Bolt said, kill them with smile and bury them with success. So both of you are overcomers, and I applaud that, because I know where you come from, it's where you're going. You see me? Yeah. Junelle, what was so admiring for me and impactful when you did the interview on Simsoul is that you put God first in all that you were doing. He said in Matthew 6:33, seek ye first, not last, the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all shall be added unto you. Not some, all. So he ordered your steps. Even when family members are saying that you're not pretty enough and you're too black, You hear the self-hatredness coming out? You didn't believe that. You stepped out and you walk in faith because you know, Junelle, faith without works is dead. And you stepped out. And look at you today, sister. You're just shining like a diamond. Shining like a diamond. Girl, show them that you can do all things through Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach, who strengthens you. You see me? Yeah.
Like that stone. I am like that stone. I am like that stone that the builder revealed.
Junelle, you don't know how important you are to young black girls and black boys. You didn't buckle to the self-hatredness of don't love your skin. You didn't buckle to the social constructed norm of light is better and dark is worse. You didn't buckle under the pressure from your peers and family members who say you didn't look good. Junelle, you didn't buckle under the cake soap belief system that tell you what now, you need to do the cake soap to look beautiful. You didn't buckle under those toxic DJs and dancehall artists who are promoting light skin and forcing you guys to hate yourself, bleach yourself and turn yourself into complete poppy show. You didn't buckle. You stayed true the way the Creator made you, as He said, I create man in my image and likeness of me, God. He said, create you in the same image. So if you're made in your dark skin image, then that's how the Almighty has made you. But as Christ said, if you say you love me, who you've never seen, and hate your brother, you are a liar. I bring it further. How can you say you love your brother and hate yourself?
Shut your mouth and let me talk.
Self-hatred is the worst disease. Self-hatred is the worst cancer. Self-hatred is the most destructive thing that anybody can actually embrace. Because if you say you hate yourself, you hate God. Because if you're black, you hate yourself because you want to be lighter and you buy all of those creams to burn out your melanin, doing your hair, turning yourself in a complete mascot because you want to fit it in a social constructing foolishness. Junelle, me they are run now because me love you. Me love how you stay true with your natural hair, just like my wife here. I make sure my wife goes natural because I often say, if you live to 20 years, 30 and 40 years, and you can't appreciate your natural self, then white supremacy and the colonial ideology and mental enslavement has done its job. Because this is the way God made me. And you mean I have to deny myself for 4, 5, 6 decades to fit in a norm? What kind of foolishness is this? Hats off to you, Junelle. Hats off to you. Because many young black boys and black girls are living in self-hatredness, living in denial. Because guess what? They have been taught that their dark skin that God made is bad. What kind of crazy ideology is this?
The physical man can't fight no demon. Fasting and prayer fi build up the inner one. Well anointed convert the sinner man. Bind the demon, rip up Satan.
I remember in the 60s, 70s and 80s, you had the civil rights leaders was pushing like James Brown, singing, I'm blacker than proud, I'm blacker than proud, and we loved it. You have men like Malcolm X to tell you what, who taught you to hate yourself? We don't hear those discourse anymore. All we see and all we hear is that black is no good. Nappy hair is no good. You understand me? You will not get anywhere because you're not light. And people, when a man ejaculates, between 15 to 200 million sperms is released. And let me say this to you people. If you're watching this You're the one who won that race with all of those millions of sperm. So on the microscopic level, you are a natural winner. That's why God says, before He born, He knew you. So if He knew you before you were born and you're here, how can you turn around and hate yourself? It makes no sense. Start to love yourself. For me, as a young male, I suffered from inferiority complex because them say your nose big, your lip red, your jawbone big. Then, you know, back home they criticize you for everything. Even if you're handsome, like me, they cuss me out. And let me say this to you people. I started reading around 25, 26 years old and started to find me. I studied human anthropology, the history of man, and I found out that every human being comes out of the Horn of Africa. Every human being started in Africa, the Garden of Eden that God spoke about. So therefore, if you come out of Africa, you have to be dark. But as mankind moved away, one day I'll do a video on that, as mankind moved away from the equator, because you must have melanin, and you move away to the poles, you will naturally get lighter because there's not enough sunshine to give you vitamin D, and your hair has to become long as a way to warm the body. Hair is not beauty, hair is an insulation to keep you warm. Yes, the one on your head is beauty. You understand what I mean? But a black woman and black men, our hair has to stay nappy. Why? Because we're in the African plains. If we had grown insulation, thick hair, we would overheat. So different environments. So people, stop hating yourself. We have the same DNA, but we need to stop hating ourselves and talking about that white is good and black is bad. That is nonsense.
See a stone. Hey, see a stone that the builder rebuilt. Talk to me now. No, it has become. 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 Become a what? The head of the
Junelle, my sister, Noah Lyles. You both are ambassadors. You have shattered the norm of what mental enslavement has caused. You have shattered the norm of what colonialism has taught, although this is a tip of the iceberg of what you guys have done. There's a huge iceberg under that many youths are suffering from, and that is what you call inferiority complex. We think because we're dark and we're black, we're worse than what we are, especially black girls. The largest group of single women are educated black women. There are not enough black men. Because a lot of black men now rather marry other races. I don't care who you marry. I am just showing you the statistics. And a lot of black women, good black women like Junelle Bromfield, who are out there, who want a black guy to marry. And guess what now? Because of the colonial mindset and the inferiority complex, they pass them over. I'm saying to you fellas, just like me, I look at my wife, values and morals and integrity and discipline to come to a conclusion that's the woman I want to marry. I did not marry her based on phenotype. I married her based on her character. And you guys need to come out of your comfort zone and stop passing over many of your sisters who are good, but because they're dark skinned, you guys turn away from them. And this is the madness that's happening in our community. And Junelle, you're an ambassador, and the devil is a liar. You have done well, and kudos to you, my sister. You see me? Yeah. Pardon my ranting. I just somewhat unhinged. And I want to say to each and every one of you who are watching this video, if you're suffering from what you call an inferiority complex, because some people have told you that you're not beautiful enough, you're not light enough, you're not smart enough, or you don't come from a certain social class, perish the thought. God made no favorites. We're all the same, connected by the same DNA. But powerful forces must always find a dividing line to splinter us, divide and rule. So the system used religion, the system used race, the system used ethnicity, the system used language, the system used colorism, the system will use almost anything to divide us. And the sad thing about it is that many of us can't see the trick. This colorism doesn't only affect black people. The Indian culture is affected by that. That's why when you watch the Indian shows and movies or any news, you don't see the Dalits, the dark-skinned Indians on those television shows. It's always the light-skinned Indian that comes from the north, the Punjab area. So colonialism and white supremacy has done a job in destroying us to make that we are the darker people, we're less than what we are, but the devil is a liar. God makes no favorites.
Nice.
As Sun Tzu says in The Art of War, the frontier of war is the control of the human mind. If I can control the way you think and believe, I do not have to delete you. So therefore, I have to control the way you think. And when I control the way you think, everything you do, and every transformation you make, and everything you consume, the wealth will naturally go into my pocket because I culturally dominate you. Cultural imperialism is one of the most powerful ways to dominate a people. And when you dominate them, you can subjugate them and control everything they do. You get me? On the other side, Joseph Goebbels says, to control the masses, you need to tell them a big lie. Lighter is better, darker is worse. You need to tell them a big lie and repeat it over and over and over again. And the masses will believe that as truth. You ever wonder why the beauty construct in our media is always lighter skin? You ever wonder why the smarter people is always lighter skin? You ever wonder why the most successful people are lighter skin? You ever wonder why God is in the lighter skin? You ever wonder why Jesus is in the lighter skin? You ever wonder why Adam and Eve in the lighter skin? It is psychological control. And the day you know who you are, you will never bow to that social construct. As Jesus says, know the truth, and the truth will set you free. The problem about the truth, just like this video, it's going to tick you off first. It's going to make you upset and uncomfortable. And when it does, it means you're transforming. You see me? Yeah. Junelle, my sister, you have overcome the worst they could throw at you. And you stepped out and God has blessed you. You believed in yourself and you made it happen. Now, Junelle, you're transitioning now into power and notoriety. And Junelle, you see, if you start with the bleaching cream and start to lighten your skin and start to put all the whole fandangles and start to transmit an inferiority complex, Junelle, you see that mouth where I praise you, Junelle, are the same mouth where I go and cuss you out. You see me? Because many of us, like Michael Jackson, Sammy Sosa, and Little Kim, when they get into some money, the self-hatred just manifests itself. And what it does now is start to grow where they bleach themselves now and become one puppy show. So if you decide to go and to rub out your melanin trying to fit in, me, I go cuss you out. You see me, Junelle? Because guess what now? You must be true to yourself. Because when you're true to yourself, you're true to God and you're true to those who are looking at you.
Yeah, boy.
Noah Lyles, the ambassador. Once again, my brother, I applaud you and I big you up. You said, don't let what you have, your sicknesses, and your setback define who you are. You've showed the world that you overcame a situation that almost killed you. Junelle, you overcame all the negativity and all the poverty and all the hopelessness and the bad mind is him. And you've stepped out. And both of you now are ambassadors to many who need hope. Let me say this to you now, both of you, you're still young. And as you're young, you're going to caught up in the excitement and all the bling. Don't be like those foolish athletes of the past. Invest your money well. Buy many profitable franchises, but before you even do that, go get wise counsel from athletes who are doing very well financially. Go get counsel. Buy profitable franchises. Buy lots of condominiums close to beaches where you can Airbnb and create what you call a passive income stream. Invest well in mortgage loans. Invest well in blue chip companies that pay you dividends. And let those passive income finance your lifestyle. Don't buy no mansions trying to show. Mansions don't generate passive income. It's a big house that sits there that we use to boost our ego. That time has passed. You need a condo in California. You need a condo in Miami. You need a condominium in Singapore. You need a condom in Rwanda. You need a condom in Thailand. Those are vacation, but you need maybe a whole floor off a building to create what you call passive income. On that note, as Busy Signals say, happy engagement, my friend. One leg up and them. Give thanks for life, cause everything nice. Next year you go bling out again. Juliet, Noah Lyles. Congrats and big up to the both of you. And a good inspiration for Junelle Bromfield and Noah Lyles. I and I talking about. You see me?